G'day everybody and welcome back to the Hardball Gets AFL show. On today's podcast, it is the final instalment of the over-unders for 2026 and this episode is brought to you by TabTouch. The more you know, the better it gets. Download the TabTouch app today. Real punters play here. What are you really gambling with? If you haven't subscribed to the podcast, please do that wherever you listen. Leave us a rating, leave us a review and tell your mates. All right, let's get stuck in. This is the Hardball Gets AFL show. My name's Nick Rynne, joined by Xavier Ellis and Ryan Daniels, and we are in the home stretch of the over-unders for 26.
2 episodes down, 1 to go, which means 6 clubs remaining. We have that episode really separated us all. The second episode.
Yeah, we're pretty. Yeah, there was a bit of you and I were pretty locked, and then it went, and then the locks were coming in.
Very missionary first podcast, and then the second one was like the reverse lotus leaf with the ceiling fan involved.
Yeah, so a
it
couple
was
of
unbelievable.
highlights. Dave went overs on North Melbourne, which is one of the most bizarre things I've heard on this podcast.
Hey,
in a
who
couple of
knows?
years.
Who knows? He could be
Me,
right.
I know. They're not going to go overs. We've also got a couple of locks. Everybody's locked under, so I'd be interested to see whether there's overs locks this time around.
And all these lines we're quoting are from TabTouch. So I know some people like to lock my locks in, but in the reverse fashion. So you can find it all on the TabTouch.
So you're out
app,
of locks.
of
You
course.
locked Adelaide under, Geelong under, and Melbourne under.
Mm-hmm.
Rhino's got one left, and I've got one left. So Rhino's 2 locks are Melbourne under, North Melbourne under, and mine are Carlton and Collingwood both under.
Okay. Now, of course, this is our final overs and unders. We're going to get out of here once we're done. But again, I couldn't get Uncle Richard Wally to pop in to start proceedings, so we're going to go to our official announcer.
Today, we are part of something truly special.
Well, we are. It's been a really special experience. I'm so glad I did that. It was not worth the money I got paid. I thought it was a decent pay packet. It's not enough.
Did you negotiate royalties for every time it's
But
played after the fact?
especially it's not worth enough when even you realise personally it's a bit of a cock-up.
Yeah.
Like,
The
you know,
worst-
when you're like, I don't care. But when you hear it and go, actually,
And
no,
the
that's
worst
not
thing
great.
will be if it comes back to Perth next year and they
Oh.
go, hey, mate, can you do that? I'm going to have to pause and go.
Nah, you'll do it. You'll do
You'll
it.
But then
do
I'll
it.
be so rattled
Yeah,
as
you
I
will.
do it. And I know there are so many
Hey, double
people
down.
watching.
Double down.
Just
No,
lean
you
even
just double
harder
down. Go
into it.
harder.
Well, and look
Harder
at the
into it.
influence this man's had in the merged companies since, like, in the last couple of days. Can you imagine where we'll be at next year? You'll be forced
I
to.
just got signed up to do something at half-time for footy.
Maybe I could throw in an English accent or something. Who
Something,
knows?
something.
Like, we'll do something weird. So the episode is brought to you by TabTouch.
Done that already. In the
Oh, we
intro.
did that. Oh,
We've done
we
it
love
again.
them
It's
so
brought to you
much.
by
Let's
TabTouch.
just say it again.
The more you
We
know,
love
the
them.
better it gets. Down the TabTouch up today. Real punters play here. What are you really gambling with?
And also, I know we keep hammering this home, but the season's nearly here. So jump on thegame.com.au or get the app, The Game. We want everybody into our Hardball Gets tipping competition. You can win big prizes. It's awesome. Be part of the community. See if you can beat us. You probably will. Null is the code. NULL, no spaces, all caps. Chuck it in there and you will get into the league, which is over 1,000 people in already. So it's a great community vibe.
We might find a little something for the person whose team name we like the most as well.
Yes.
There's some good ones in
Yeah,
there.
Nick will pick his favourite hat and give it to you because
I'll
there's been
pick-
some
okay,
great
couple.
names.
The Stake Hill
Absolutely.
boys will look after you. We'll get them Stake Hill hat.
There you go.
Righto.
Straight to Port Adelaide?
Straight into Port
Straight
Adelaide.
to Port Adelaide.
All right, Port Adelaide won 9 games last year. Their line has increased slightly to 9.5. Will they win 10 games of footy?
This is a fascinating one for me. This is the hardest one for me because my algorithm said 9, which is right under. The Doty and my man Jamie Sharples, who came up with Doty,
We love Doty.
he hit it so hard, said, mark my words, this is an overs lock, right? Because they have the easiest Doty score, them and Richmond combined, 76. Highest possible Doty on the grade right
Richmond
now.
could
So
have the
that's
highest
easiest.
Doty score in the VFL, and I'm
He's
still
saying-
not taking
He
it.
says they have the easiest
Yeah.
draw.
Yep.
Now, I really wanted to lock an under
Yeah.
because I'm out on Port.
You're not a Port man.
But because of my man Jamie and his Doty, I'm just going to take a very slight over.
I don't like that you're using someone else's predictions.
That's just how
Well,
it's
have
an
you seen
assistant.
his-
Yeah, no, I don't like it because
His
We're all
own
using-
algorithm
we're-
wasn't good
hold on,
enough.
because I
hold
like
on.
going against you
Hold
face
on.
to face.
We're all using other people's predictions. We're literally this is somebody's algorithm that decides the over and under.
So the
Tab
line
touch.
doesn't decide whether you go over or under it.
No, that doesn't tell you what to do.
All right, well, okay, well, all right. Jamie's telling me to go over. I'm going to take under. There you go. You
I
bullied
already
me.
wrote down
You
over.
bullied me into it.
I already wrote down over.
Well, change
in
it.
pen under the R column.
Sorry, Jamie. I've been bullied into it. I hope you're wrong.
But you just think they're going to be average.
I just okay. So I wrote down, and we do this all the time. Who's their fourth best player?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty obvious their fourth best player is either Georgiades or Bergman. That's 4 and 5.
Georgiades good player.
But tell me who's number 6. They don't know who their ruckman is. They're
Farrell.
Sweet or is it Vicentini?
Kane Farrell.
Like this is like a list that is bottoms out fast.
But you say who's their sixth player or whatever.
Yeah.
But then there's going to be 4 or 5 teams below them who you couldn't name their third best player.
Yeah, I get that.
So they'll beat them.
Tens
They'll beat
are quite a few wins.
on the easiest draw.
Here's the easiest draw.
Yeah,
They'll beat everyone twice bar North Melbourne because I've got them pinching those games.
yeah, what?
The Doty loves them.
So, Rinny, you go.
Sharpie loves them.
So I'm going to blame this on you, Zave,
Oh,
because you've got in my head,
you're going the overs.
and I'm going the overs, and I'm locking it.
Oh, really?
Whoa! You're
you-
taking the Doty.
I'm going the Doty and the Dodo over here.
the
The Doty and the Dodo have just somehow infiltrated my thinking.
Wow.
And not only you consulted the moon and the stars and the astrology charts
you
and all
do.
of that, and it looks like they won 9 in a year where they were just so listless and nobody was in charge. Surely
true.
they can beat that.
That is
Yeah.
true.
And they can't if Hornet's foot's no good.
Well, it
which
might
it
not
seems
be.
like it's.
Might not be any good.
I
What
thought
do
he
you
said
think?
he
No
was- I
good,
thought
no
he said it
good?
was a 2 out of 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not good. Oh, I mean, in terms
still-
of seriousness.
Yeah.
Well, mate, it's been lingering all pre-season and it bobs up in the first game. You tell me
Yeah.
that's not something to be concerned
it's
about.
not great news.
It's not great news.
But you see, but
Who's their
still
starting ruckman?
About,
They've got 2 stars.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
Big Vinny or Sweetie, mate.
Where's old mate? Can we get a call on whether a ruckman matters or not?
Yeah, where's Lukey?
And so look, Butters, Rosie, Horn Francis, yes and no.
The
But
Butters,
like
the Butters Rosie thing makes me pause.
Bergman-
Because they're both so good. You know I'm a Butters man.
Bergman, Burgoyne,
I reckon
Kane
Ber-
Farrell, Lukosius,
Well,
Joe
Burgoyne's-
Berry, Georgiades.
I'm going to put it out there that I think Bergman needs to actually prove himself.
I'm
Oh,
taking
yeah.
the slide under.
He's
I
had a
feel
couple of
about
good
it now.
games, but that's he's nowhere near in their top 5, like a top 5 player in each team.
No, but I like- I like-
He's their 5th best player.
All right, I've gone with Doty because I think they'll be okay, and I think they'll start the season 4 and zip.
Can I swing?
North
Yeah, I saw-
Melbourne,
I
Essendon,
might
West
swing back
Coast,
here. I might swing back here.
North Essendon, West
No, you
Coast,
can't.
Richmond.
Oh, mate.
I said in the last week's pod last week at some stage, they're a chance to be the
Yeah,
most
them and the Gold Coast.
undefeated side at the start of the season. They got St Kilda round 5, which is their first hairy one. Watch them go 0-5. Anyway, I've gone over slightly. I've backed him in. I'm looking forward to seeing Todd Marshall off the back line.
They need it. That's their line where
I don't think
so
Radaglia or anything like that's worked, but if Alir can play alongside Marshall,
Oh, man.
Rosie at their feet, Farrell kicking.
Sharpie's going to...
Are you
He's
turning
going
around?
to
No,
be
no,
so
no.
disappointed in
Sorry, if there was a 4th seed in here, I'd love to hear from Sharpie, but he's not.
I've gone the under. I was always going to go the under. He wanted me to go. I can't do
I
it.
wanted you to stay under because I'm
you-
confident on overs.
good.
So I wanted to keep you on that side of the fence.
There's a big divide here. Okay.
We must have separated on like 7.
I reckon almost
Yeah,
all of them.
yes.
So there's not many we've aligned.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Richmond's they won 5 games last year. Their line is gained similar. They've got to win 5 games. So the line's at 4.5. Good luck to Richmond. They're doing the right thing. They're shit with kids, but they've got kids. Taj Houghton, I saw, is in a pretty
that 4
shitty
months.
spot with
Hip.
bone stuff in his hips,
That
which
sucks.
sucks.
So the algorithm says 2.
Yep.
But the Doty says we love them. 76. It's the highest, equal with
Yeah,
Port.
but it doesn't matter.
I've got them under. I can't see them getting 5 wins. I like what they're doing. I like the kids. Play the kids. But getting to 5 feels like a big...
And
Well, they won 5 last year.
But we
it-
forget they jumped out of the blocks. They go 2-0 or 2 out of...
Yeah.
They beat Carlton opening night.
Yes, right.
Lawler dangled his berries.
Yes, that's right.
They're going to have some fun. There's going to be some games where the kids look great. I just have to take the under. Nick's going to go over here.
Nick
See,
will go
I'm going to
over.
admit this. There were a lot of teams, and as the
you
research
got
has
the
taken me
Cum Dog.
quite a while.
Oh, shit. He's run out of gas.
This last batch is not as deeply
Not a
researched.
star.
There's a lot more vibes
There's
coming
a
in.
bit of cramery coming
Yeah,
here.
if I was you, I'd just talk about Cummings and just
The
move on
Cum
from
Dog,
there.
mate, the Cum Dog looked very good, didn't he? And the odds have slashed.
What about
He's coming in hard.
What about the griller?
Oh yeah, mate, the grill. The grill to the Cum Dog. That's the
Yeah.
1-2 that you're going to see a lot of. I've gone over.
Based on all your research.
Yeah.
Gibkiss, Trainer, I like both of them. And I think having that, like, their kids in the middle will have a little bit more license to be good because Hopper and Taranto will take a bit of the first few punches, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
So there's a bit there. So I'm not going to.
Yeah.
You know. And
No,
hang on, they got Carlton twice. Now, this is how I did it. They got Carlton twice. I'll give them 1 there. They got Melbourne twice. I'll give them 1 there.
Yep.
They got North Melbourne twice. I gave them 2 there. And I got 1 from
Zave's
West
got
Coast.
him. He's got North winning.
So I've got 5 there.
North Melbourne aren't losing to bloody... Anyway,
Twice. They're
we
losing
move
twice,
on.
mate.
Okay, I've gone unders as well. So 15 games last year, they kicked less than 65. And if I did the math, it was probably 10 that they kicked less than 50. They can't score. That's going to be an issue. I love their kids. I think they're doing the right thing, but they won't win 5 games.
Agreed. 2 unders and an over. Did you lock that? No.
No, I'm out of locks.
All right.
St Kilda.
St Kilda. Gee, I've got them in the wrong order here. Sorry. St Kilda Football Club. They won 9 games last season. They are now at 12.5. Will St Kilda Football Club win 13 games of football this season?
The algorithm loves them. It's got them at 16. That is massive.
16?
That is 3.5 over the over. So that is significant. The Doty has them smack bang in the middle. It's a 64, which is in the higher range, but not super high. I love the talent that they've acquired in terms of just no necessarily super A-grade guys, but a bunch of more guys. And when Ross has a decent team, he can do really good things with them. I give Ross.
I haven't seen him hold the cup up.
I give it, yeah, but I get when he can
But
take it.
have
He
you
can
seen the
take a
sides that
team.
were there on some of those
He
grand
can
final
take a
games?
team that can win 10 games and turn them into a 12 or a 13. I fiercely believe that he's gonna find a way to manipulate these new rules. The only thing I don't like is Max King is hurt again, and that's a big part of it.
But just write off Max King.
But
Did
I have them
they just
over.
re-sign him?
They did.
Yeah.
He's only like an 8-year deal or something.
But it's like, if he's there, that's good.
I have
But
them
don't
as an
count him.
over, and I'm using my final lock on the St Kilda Football Club.
Lock on the St Kilda
Lock
Football
it in.
Club.
They'll win 13 plus.
So how many times last year did you sit there when Silvani was out at Carlton and be like, oh, shit, Silvani's out?
like
Never in your life.
I like Silvani.
Never in your life did you do that.
No.
When you're sitting on the TV and watching Tom DeConey not do a lot, you went, gee whiz, he's going to turn a team around one day.
I like DeConing. I like all the guys. Flanders.
I like Flanders,
Yeah,
but
Flanders.
he's a stat man.
Filippo's going to have a big year.
Oh, yeah, I like Filippo.
Anyone who, like I've been
Yeah.
in that boat, but
Naz-
anyone who pings a calf in a warm-up,
Naz will win 5 on his own.
Naz will get more attention this year.
You're going under.
Doesn't matter, mate.
I'm going unders, and I wrote
Whoa.
lock next to it, but
What?
I'm
No, you
out of
used it,
locks.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm unders. I'm under. Sorry, like show me.
I mean, after defending him so
Wow.
much, I've also gone just under.
Whoa.
12, I think they'll win 12-13, but I went the
Whoa.
under. I gave it a
So
bit.
this is
There'll
a
be teams
potential
better than them.
Potential 3-point swing here. Because if
Oh,
it is,
you're right,
if
yeah.
it's one way or the other, if I'm right, that's a 3-point swing.
This could be a winning move.
No, because you're under,
We're
so
both
you won't
unders.
get the point.
Yeah.
I'll get the 2.
Yeah.
So you're negative on 1.
How am I negative on one?
We're gonna take
I'm
one off
0 and you're 2.
So it's a 2-point swing. Oh, you know what I meant though. It's just-
Yeah, yeah.
So he got
I've gotta
rattled.
run
He
this-
got,
Does that count as a
I've got to
3-point?
run this past Jamie.
he got rattled by the question asking
I've
how many
gotta-
times he sat there watching Silvani play,
I've got-
thinking this is really good.
I've got to run this past the Doty.
Yeah, you got to run this through Doty.
The math is
and the algorithm.
But no, I'm taking the. I'm very excited now.
All
But
right.
yeah, it's the most watchable. Again, there's a
Saints.
couple of teams this
Did
year
you
where it's
say
like
most watchable?
most watchable
they're
St
not-
Kilda have been.
Oh,
in a bit.
don't
low-
pause
No,
on your
sorry.
sentences like that.
That's a low bar.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of teams like that this year, though.
No,
So
I'm
that's-
actually. I will tune in to watch them. I am looking for them. Sydney Swans 14.5 is the line. They won 12 games last year. Disappointing season for the Swans. There was reasons why, but yeah, 14.5 is the line.
The algorithm punched out an 18, which is high, very high. But I'm a little Sydney biased. I love Errol. I love the Charlie edition. I think that's really good. Errol to Charlie. Did you watch that game last week? Charlie is
Oh, yeah.
he's just
a
he's,
tiny bit, but I
there was
saw the
like
kicks.
4
Yeah.
which were just like lace out on
exactly
the
where they
tip.
needed.
He hasn't had a kick like that in 10 years hit to him. Like it's unbelievable the delivery
It's
he's
like he
going to get.
he thinks ahead. Like he sees him in a contest and he puts it where he wants his body to
It's
go.
amazing.
Rather than it, like,
It's unbelievable. The mids are elite. The forwards I feel much better about than we have in the past because of Charlie. And the backs are sus, which is my only concern. But I don't have them winning 18. I have them winning 15. And so I'm going to take a very slight over. I think it's a bounce back year for Sydney. I think they're a quasi contender.
The window opens. I wrote window.
Yeah.
That's all I wrote.
And I got
window.
Errol for the Brownlow. I think he's going to have a big year. He's playing inside mid. Did you see that?
Yes. After, I'll get to you in a second, Rinny. Remember we got belittled and smashed about 2 years ago by
Joel Amati?
a Joel Amati take
Yes. And Logan.
and Logan. Now, can you imagine putting, if Charlie has a Charlie season where he kicks 65?
Yep.
We're not doing anything silly. 65's That is a massive difference. Just the consistency, the fact that Carlton this week will have a plan where Wiedering will go to him, and then that someone else will try and get in front of him.
Well, but
that
also,
opens up everyone else.
I was going to say, because now Amadi and McDonald,
correct? They're
next to Charlie Curnow.
Yes,
and suddenly Amadi's length is a problem.
We saw that in the
McDonald
was it the first scratchy with Logan McDonald looked great.
Good. He looked sprightly.
But it's like he's never had the second best defender before.
Well, he's a forgotten man, Logan McDonald. He's like a bonus player.
They need another big year out of Grundy.
Yes, they do.
And that needs to be in sync with Sydney Swans having a good season. But, Mills will play the full season.
What about my man, Riley Bice? He looked very good in that.
Riley Bice.
Yeah, I'm not sure they love Bice.
The laser kicking. He's taking kick-outs. He's everywhere.
Is he playing on the wing? Is he playing deep?
Why do you hate Riley Bice?
I love Bice. Okay. He's one of Mick Barlow's boys. He gets plenty of points from me.
Is he?
I wrote window. Grundy needs to align with Goulden, who will play a full season.
Yeah.
Mills will play a full season. Remember we spoke last year at the end of last season that Mills is not the best player, but he is significantly their best leader.
Yeah.
He's the one that when he says jump, people say how high.
Yep.
He has the greatest influence over that group.
Love him as a halfback too.
Yeah, he just has the influence over the group.
I've gone overs. What's the Doty say? I've written an easier fixture.
The Doty has a 58, which is in the middle.
Which is easier than the Swans normally.
Yeah, absolutely. They're definitely not in the high grades.
Charlie and Logan, Goulden, Warner, Heaney, Rowbottom is the best, as good a starting midfield as anyone in the comp. Overs.
Okay.
Flag.
Are we all overs?
Good chance at a flag.
No locks, all overs.
All overs in the window is what I wrote.
Oh, the West Coast Eagles.
West Coast Eagles, 3.5 is their line, so they need to win 4 games.
We're not beating North Melbourne, apparently, so they've got to adjust.
They won 1 game last year.
It was grim last year.
Who'd they beat?
best
St
season?
Kilda.
St Kilda.
Yeah, over here.
I have...
St Kilda over here,
Yes.
who you just locked away.
As an over.
They've got Dom DeCone.
They added Silvani.
Ned
Yeah.
Flanders.
Yeah, they got Silvani.
Okay, so the algorithm's punched out 4. Don't ask me how. It's punched out 4. And the Doty, surprisingly high for a team that finished with 1 win. It was a 64. So the Doty thinks their draw is harder than the Swans, the Bulldogs, the Dockers.
Really?
But does that takes into consideration
Hawthorn.
Because they've played Sunday afternoon.
No, but how West Coast perform.
It's more about the opposition, I think. And but the previous years matter too.
Yeah, correct.
So, but it is a low number.
So every team they play typically is going to be a tough
You're
game.
going to hate this, but I have a small amount of optimism about the kids that they have now. And I think if
Why would I
Yo
hate
can...
that?
Well, because you're so low on them.
Yeah.
Because
I haven't delivered my monologue yet.
So I feel if Yowie can play, I know that's a big ask. If they can get a full season out of Harley, I love the young forwards. Waterman's back. He didn't play much last year. The back line now is full of adults. It's Starcevic and Baker and Hoff, and Tyler Young's underrated. He's actually a solid citizen. He's not a star, but he's a solid citizen. I'm
pretty nearly giggled.
He doesn't know who he is.
I know.
Who's Tyler
he
Young?
came from Richmond.
I'm taking the
He did the hostage video.
very slight over. I've got him on 4 wins. I don't feel super confident, but I think they're going to be a step better than last year, which is not saying a lot. I just think there's a better vibe now. To quote Nick, the energy is a bit higher.
Yep, I agree. Harley looks like he's going to do some special things.
He looks fantastic. He's in great shape. Kudos to him.
Shanahan, really high on Shanahan.
Love Shanahan.
And they play North Melbourne and Richmond twice, and then Melbourne, Essendon, and Carlton. I give them 4 wins out of that group.
Yes, it's not that hard.
But they might pinch and I know I went overs on Port, but they play Port in
in Adelaide
at Optus. So they play Port at Optus.
Do they play them twice, do they?
Play St Kilda.
St Kilda at Optus. That middle of the rungs team, they might
derby. They could shock a derby. Who knows? Probably not, but you never know.
Well, I don't know. It only happened. Was it last year?
2 years ago, no?
A couple of years ago.
Yeah. So I've gone over. I think they can win 4 games.
Yeah, I've gone overs
What?
with great confidence.
Oh,
this
he's
real?
been shitting on us all
I
year
know.
for our West Coast takes. And now he's all, I'm in the party now. They've come good.
He's overs on West Coast and North Melbourne.
I'm looking forward to watching I think maybe those teams that all won 19 games last year,
Yeah.
they're probably going to come back a fraction.
I hope that is a better spread this year.
I think that I just put overs. I'm looking forward to seeing Dersma, Reid, Ginby at full back,
Duff.
Lindsay,
Lindsay,
Hamish Davis on a wing.
my man Davo. I don't know. I just think they might pinch 2 games at home that we don't expect.
Yeah. I know. I think there's positive vibes.
It needs to turn. There needs to be a lot of positivity.
I think it's coming.
Okay. So we're all
But I won't cop the positivity around last year's 1-win season. You guys
you
will
talk
get-
about their best season since 2020.
You guys will get lynched if you keep running that out the front. Someone will turn up and grab you.
I can't. They're off me for even posing the question. What do we think about the Jagger Smith trade?
Oh, you got smashed?
I got called a.
Oh, Jesus.
Hang on, we don't. I think
I don't know if
No,
you
we
can
can
say
beat
that.
that. No, I
Can we
think we
beep
got
that
to
out?
beat that
No,
out.
beep
I'm
that.
just telling you this is the kind of feedback I'm getting from the
beep that
just
out.
for asking a question.
that is horrible, really.
Wow. Okay.
This is a feedback I get
All
on the
right.
socials, mate.
We've finally.
that really caught me off guard.
Well, yeah, he's really dropped some bombs.
It's the
today.
first time I'd heard or read that word in a long
no
time.
need to say
This
it.
is we've been in this room for nearly 2 hours with Nick. It's time to get out of here.
The lollies
One
are
more
done.
team to go. The Western Bulldogs. Bring us home, Xavier.
Western Bulldogs, their line is 13.5. And last year they won 14 games. So rinse and repeat will get them a tick. 13.5's the line. They won 14 last. Rinny, did you not know the Bulldogs were left?
Oh, there's a big gap between West Coast and Western Bulldogs on my sheet.
Yes.
It caught me on the hop a little bit.
No,
I got
because
some notes.
I didn't know that the Bulldogs were there either because it was a single screenshot
Oh.
on the phone. So I counted 7 and I couldn't work out who I was missing. Take it away.
The algorithm has them at 16, which is comfortably over, 2.5 over. The degree of difficulty, the Doty has them at 52, which is a really nice number for them. I sort of adjusted it to about a 15-14 win season. The backline is the worry. Rory Lobb in the Origin game was really poor. I don't know how they're going to hold up back there. I don't mind some of their other guys they got off half back. The midfield is clearly the place where they're going to win the footy. Fraser could have a really, really big year. I feel like Bont might be in FU mode a little bit. There's a bit of chip on the shoulder with Bont. And Sam Darcy, we think, is going to go to the moon. So with all of that, I feel like it's a pretty safe over. If I had another lock, I might even do it, but I don't. So I'm just going to take an easy road and take the over.
Yeah, I'm going the same, going over it. They just, every year that feels like they stuff around a little bit more.
There's
but
a
I
bit
feel
of
like they're more
stuffing
stable.
around. Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot of guys left to stuff around with. So
Yeah.
I think by virtue of that, they're going to be a little bit more stable. Agree on Bont. Yeah, I think do you think that's because like their haircut's a little bit more like some of those kids who'd belly up in an alley and ask for your wallet?
I don't know. There's just
fluffies.
it feels like
Got like a
maybe
bum bag
he's
over
kind
his
of
shoulder.
sick of being just one of the clubs here. I feel like he wants something. I think he's chasing something, and I like that.
Flag, Brownlow.
Well, just legacy stuff now. I think he's realised there's a patch here where he might have 5 years left, and he's got to tick some more
And
boxes.
Sam
and he wants-
Darcy's kicking 95 goals, isn't he?
Well,
is that the name? That the line?
You've got Bont winning the Brownlow, and I've got Darcy kicking 90, so
They got to win the flag then.
I got Darcy winning the Brownlow.
and kicking 90.
Oh yeah. Okay, it's
yeah,
got to be over, Sam. Surely.
Just to wrap it up quickly, I'm exactly the same on multiple reasons.
Great.
They've got 10 really good players. They'll go overs, I think. And I enjoy watching them play.
All right, so just to recount that last patch, Port Adelaide, Rhino's gone unders.
Amazing.
He ended up on unders.
Amazing.
Dave and I are overs, and I've locked that one in. Richmond, Rhino and Zave are unders. I'm overs. So Kilda, Rhino's gone overs and locked it in. Rest of us are unders. Sydney,
Love
everybody's overs. West Coast, everybody's overs. Western Bulldogs, everybody's over. Finish on a very positive note, don't we?
I needed. But you and I teamed up a little bit, but
Yeah,
Rhino
towards
and
the
I,
end.
we went against
Jeez,
each other
didn't we?
for
Can
most
you
of
run
it.
through?
There's gonna be a
I know
few-
it's going
oh,
to take.
Jesus.
Can you
Oh,
run
we-
through from Adelaide?
What?
No,
From
nah.
You want me to run?
Nah,
or just
nah.
where
Well,
you
how
differ?
many did me and Zave do different?
Lots.
Just say the number.
I don't know the number. I'm going to have
Count
to go
them.
through it.
Just count
Adelaide,
them.
everybody's over. Brisbane,
it's gonna
Adelaide,
take too
everybody's
long.
under.
Just look at me and Zave and just work out.
So Carlton, you're opposite.
1,
Essendon, you're opposite.
2,
Gold Coast, you're opposite.
3,
North Melbourne, you're opposite.
4,
Port Adelaide,
5,
Richmond, you're the same.
St
St Kilda, you're opposite. Yeah.
6.
That middle patch, I realised I was
third.
counting the wrong person, I think. But
third.
anyway,
There we go. Good counting.
something like that.
Nick needs a rest.
It's something like that.
Go have a
It's
nap.
long
I don't
pods,
think that's
mate.
right. But anyway, wrap it
No,
up.
the middle section I was counting you and me, Zave. So
Yeah, wrap it up.
A little
Jesus
bit different.
Christ.
Anyway, there's lots. I said lots. You just take lots. This is the end of 3 episodes we've been recording,
He's
mate.
having a cramery.
He's having a crammer.
He's having a
Well,
crammery.
In the ri- in the
absolute
ri-
purple patch.
As we like to say, in the rin bin. And just to take us out, Joshy, just once more, if you don't mind me, just give me one more.
Today, we are part of something truly special.
Piss off.
This might have been the longest episode stretch we've ever done. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you again later in the week, maybe. See you then.